Alda, who will speak against the motion, to be followed by Frank Anderson. Frank, your card is to speak against the amendment number 1, which is now part of the substantive motion. So are you happy to speak against the motion? You'll be speaking against the motion in its entirety. Have a think about that and let me know. I've got your card here. Al.
Thanks. I hope I'm not taking an unfair advantage coming up here, but I think people can hear better, and I think it's a better mic, so that's why I'm up here. Now, I certainly sympathise with the concerns behind this motion, and it's well-intentioned, but I think it has several fundamental flaws. The first is that it snaps the natural link between people's location and their local services. Economists tell us that for that reason it's unstable. Income is unstable. Property is not unstable. So most economists, including left-wing economists, are against local income tax. Secondly, it will probably involve us having to fill in a complicated income tax form every year. Do you want that? And thirdly, it will increase the surveillance powers of local councils, which are already too great. Council tax, you tell us in the motion, is regressive. Well, it's not, actually. I live in North Lanarkshire with my wonderful new friends, Josh and co. And I've looked up the council tax bands. Band A, for properties up to £27,000, you pay under £1,000. It goes up to H, for properties worth over £212,000, and you pay about £3,500 a year. So it is progressive. The trouble is, it stops there. And if you remember, the SNP consulted in 2023 on this, and I responded formally, and I suggested 2 or 3 higher bands. 212 is pretty much the average price of a house in Scotland. So there should be higher bands for houses worth 500,000, houses worth £1 million, and houses worth 2 million or whatever. So we just need to make it more progressive. That's the solution. Now, independence is coming. We all know that. And it's at that stage, at that time, that we'll be able to address the whole issue of the distribution of wealth. And I, for one, want to see a redistribution of land, which is long overdue in Scotland. And we will also, because our hands will be on all the fiscal levers, we will be able to implement, work out and implement a proper income tax regime. But that should be at the national level, not at the local level. So I'm recommending, although I respect the motion, I'm recommending that you actually reject it and that we instead go into campaigning for a refined, amended, better council tax, because it's fundamentally a better form of taxation for local services. Thank you.
Thank you.